So hello, I'm going to talk about my lab report which I have written for the experiment 1, part 1 for the introduction to electronics laboratory. So aim of this experiment is to derive the expression for transfer function and the frequency response and study the frequency response of passive RC circuits and to study the application of this circuit in designing low pass filter and high pass filter with high cutoff frequency of 20 kilohertz for the low pass and 300 hertz for the high pass. So instrument required here, we have used a software simulation software LTS Spice. So the component used here is the resistor of some specific values which we will derive later, and capacitor of 1 nanofarad for the low pass filter and 1 microfarad for high pass filter, and a voltage source AC and with the independent voltage source note here. And so starting with the theory, I have written about the capacitive complex reactance. Capacitive reactance is basically the complex impedance of capacitor whose value changes with respect to the applied frequency. So as the frequency applied to the capacitor increases, it results in the decrease in the reactance. Likewise, as the frequency across the capacitor decreases, the reactance value increases. This is basically what is known as the variation is known as the capacitor's complex impedance. So this is the formula for the impedance capacitive reactance formula, that is xc equals to 1 upon 2 pi frequency into capacitance. So I've drawn some circuits, basic circuits, and different for the different frequencies. Then I have written about the low pass filter. So what basically is low pass filter is that by using a low pass filter we can eliminate the high frequency. We have assembled resistance and the capacitive values to design this low pass filter. So the low pass filter only allows the low frequency signals from 0 hertz to its cutoff frequency. It attenuates the higher frequency components above the cutoff frequency. The capacitor exhibits a capacitive reactance that blocks low frequency components of the signal at higher frequency. The capacitor effectively functions as a short circuit because the capacitive reactance drops. The direct current cannot flow through the capacitor, whereas the alternating current flow very well through the capacitor short circuit during. So in the circuit diagram we can see we take the voltage output from over here, and I have derived the gain which is also which is nothing but V out by V in. V out by V in equals to 1 upon j omega CR plus 1, and that is equation 1. I have plotted it, and I have also calculated the formula for cutoff frequency or corner frequency, which is also known as minus 3 dB frequency. So cutoff frequency, as for the definition of cutoff frequency, we can say is as that the cutoff frequency of a filter is frequency at which the output voltage equals 0.707 of the input voltage. That is nothing but 1 by root 2. So this is the formula over here, and the important point is that this is the formula for phase for the low pass filter, which is minus tan inverse omega CR. At cutoff frequency, this phase becomes minus 45. That is, output is lagging the input by 45 degree. We can here see the bot plot. At low frequency, its output remains equal to the input, and then after cutoff frequency, it gradually decreases with a slope of minus 20 dB per decade. So now for talking about the high pass filter. High pass filter, we just interchange the components. Interchange the resistance and the capacitive components. Here we take V output from the resistance side. So here gain is V out by V in equals to 1 minus j omega CR. So I have further simplified it, and I have calculated the phase. In this case, for the high pass filter, RC filter, and our phase angle is nothing but tan inverse 1 by omega CR. And as we know that during at the 3 dB frequency, our gain becomes 1 by root 2. So this is the cutoff frequency formula, and here at the low pass filter also I have derived the resistance value for the given cutoff frequency. The resistance value came for low pass filter was 7958, and for the high pass filter it came across 530.52 ohm. So this is the bot plot. We can see that as frequency slowly increases, the voltage output increases slowly. Then as it reaches the 3 dB frequency, then it almost becomes equal to the input frequency. And this is the phase plot. So for the experiment procedure, I have written over here. We have performed this experiment in the LTS Spice software. First, I have selected some components. Then I have selected a sinusoidal input source voltage with 1 volt amplitude. Then I have simulated the circuit. There was a simulate option in the software. And then I calculated and estimated some parameters from the frequency response curve over there. Okay, so let's see. This was the circuit diagram at which for the low pass RC filter, and this was the circuit diagram for high pass RC filter. So then I have this is the table for the different parameters that we noted from that curve. Notice that for the RC low pass filter, at low frequency the amplitude is almost equal to 1, and as it decreases, as it passes to the 20 kilohertz, it gradually starts to decrease and it almost becomes very less. Similarly, for the RC high pass filter, note that as frequency increases slowly, it starts to increase, and at high frequency it almost becomes equals to 1. So this is some of the relevant plots waveform. We call it as bot plot. So this is the trace for the phase, and this is gain in dB. So notice I have estimated over here that we already know that in the 3 dB at 3 dB gain in dB, the frequency becomes equal to the cutoff frequency, and the phase becomes equals to the 45 degree at low pass. And for the high pass, note it is plus 45, and the frequency cutoff frequency there is almost equal to 300 hertz. That's what is shown over here. Then I have calculated some parameters like we have given the theoretical value of the cutoff frequency was given as 20 kilohertz, and experimentally it came almost equal to, that is 20.0414 kilohertz. So a little bit of error, that is acceptable. And then notice we have calculated the output amplitude. So output amplitude is calculated from this expression, gain in dB expression. So V out equals to output amplitude equals to 10 to the power gain in dB by 20. So this is for as our V in is equals to 1 volt. And then I have calculated by taking 2-3 values. Similarly, I have also calculated about the time constant. So time constant is basically when we use time constant for the for charging and discharging of the capacitor. So time constant is nothing but the multiplication of resistance and the capacitance value, that is equals to 1 upon 2 pi upon 1 upon 2 pi cutoff frequency. So I have calculated time constant for theoretically it came this much, and experimentally it came this much, and I have calculated percentage error. This is nothing but the theoretical, this is experimental minus theoretical upon theoretical. Similarly, I have performed this for the high pass RC filter also, and we can see that percentage error is very less. That is, our experiment is quite accurate. In the offline, we would have calculated phase in a different way. We will note the values of the from the CRO, and then we would have to calculate the phase. That would require time. But in this LTS Spice software, our works becomes a little bit of easier. So I have drawn some conclusions here. So for a low pass RC filter, we can see as the frequency applied increases from 10 Hz to 55 kHz, the voltage drop across the capacitor, and therefore the output voltage decreases from approx 1 volt to 0.34150. That will be noted from the frequency response curve. And similarly, for I have written for the HP RC filter, as frequency increases, the voltage increases, and after the cutoff frequency, it nearly becomes equal to 1 volt. And from the curve, we also seen that for low pass RC filter at low frequency, all of the input signal was passed directly to the output, and the resulting gain of nearly 1 was seen until the cutoff frequency was reached. Okay. And for RC filter, the signal is attenuated or damped at low frequency, with the output increasing at nearly 20 dB per decade. Until the cutoff frequency was reached at high frequency, the voltage output was almost equal to 1 volt. Okay, and here I have written about the phase angle. We notice for low pass RC filter at cutoff frequency, gain was equal to minus 3.02, that is almost equal to 3 minus 3, and output signal lags input by minus 45.039 degree. And for HP filter at cutoff frequency, gain was equal to minus 3, that is equals to 3 only. The output signal leads the input signal by 45.025, that is almost equal to 45 degree. And why here I have written some application of this experiment. This experiment helps us to learn about the RC low pass and high pass filter, as these filters are used in the physical world also. Our low pass filter is used to remove noise of high frequency used in loudspeaker and woofers, and RC high pass filter is used in audio amplifier, used in equalizer or speaker system to direct high frequency signals. And then I have written 6 of the questions that is interesting. And first is the difference between active and passive filter. So what is an active filter? Filter is one which uses active components, and passive filter is one which uses passive components. Active means it provides power, active components. And second, which is more preferred, active or passive? So active filter are preferred over the passive filter because they provide gain and frequency adjustment flexibility, and it also is comparatively less expensive. So, and then I've asked what is band pass filter and answered it over here. And then these two, this is basically what is RC integrator. So the integrator is basically a low pass filter circuit operating in the time domain that converts a square wave coming, and that is step response in input signal, into a triangular shaped waveform. That is basically a low pass filter. And similarly, opposite we can say for the RC differentiator. The differentiator is a high pass filter which is fed with the square wave signal operating in the time domain, with resulting output of pulse or spikes of short duration. Each cycle of square wave produces low spikes at the output, and the output pulse resembles more and more the shape of the input signal as the frequency increases. After the frequency cutoff frequency, the output almost resembles to the input signal. So this was my lab report. My name is Prakash Maldar, roll number 20 EC 01042. Thank you.